Brandon Johnson just might be the wokest mayor in America, or hell, the wokest politician there is. This is just another episode of This Is What You Voted For. This is what you voted for. Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we're going to talk a little bit about Brandon Johnson, the woke mayor of Chicago, who is probably the most progressive of them all. In this Looney Tunes story, I just can't even believe it. And finding out that he actually ran on this. So they have this system called Shot Spotter. Never didn't know nothing about this, okay, until recently. So this system is supposed to let the police know when shots are being fired, and therefore the police gets an alert and they go out there and they find the criminals, or they try to locate what's happening. Because from what I understand is that a lot of folks just won't call the police. They'll hear the shots, they won't call the police. I've lived it, I've seen it, being from the property management business, okay? So yeah, whole bunch of shootings, nobody wants to call the popo. Nobody wants to call the popo. I had no problems calling the popo. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't got no problems calling popo. So any event, people aren't calling the police. So they use this shot spotter to hear about the gunshots and go and find the criminals. So, but Mayor Brandon Johnson, when he ran for office, he said, you know what? This is going to be one of my key things that I'm going to do for the people. I'm going to stop this here shot spotter. I'm not, when I get into office, I'm going to stop it. And he ran on that. He told y'all, he said to y'all, he said, y'all Chicagoans, I'm going to stop this here shot spotter. I'm going to stop it. And guess what? He has fulfilled that campaign promise to you, the criminals. But what happens to the regular people who wants to have the shot spotter? Because guess what? They's afraid of getting shot. They need the police to come because they's afraid of getting shot. So what happens to them? Who's advocating for them? Brandon Johnson is obviously advocating for the criminals, because this thing is a tool to help you, the police, to help you, the leaders, to help you, the leadership, to make sure that you're showing up when people are out here shooting people, so something can be done about it. But Brandon Johnson said, "Oh no, that's here racist. That's here racist. You trying to lock up some black boys? You trying to lock up them black boys? Them what's the word? What's the word? Scholars. You trying to lock up the scholars?" And so he says, yeah, we're not going to have that. We're not going to have that. You can't be locking up black folks. You can't be locking up our black boys. And so we're going to stop this thing. So Brandon Johnson has decided to stop this thing and cancel the contract with these people. But he seems to be deciding on when he's going to do that. He's not going to do it immediately. Their contract ends, like, I think today or tomorrow, but he's not going to end it immediately. He's going to try to take some time. You know why? Because they got visitors coming. They got visitors coming, just like Gavin Newsom. They're going to clean up the streets. Well, they're going to keep this here spot shotter in place until the DNC conference, until the Democrats come. The Democrats gonna come. The Democrats coming. The Democrats coming. So they're gonna clean up. They're gonna keep it clean. So in case there's shots fired, they can go and handle those people. But if it's just you, without the Democrats around, without the guests, without Joe Biden coming, without Hillary Clinton coming, without who else? Kamala coming. Who else? Who else? The AHOC coming. Who else? Who else? Who else? All them. Without all them coming. Maxine Waters, can't leave her out of this. Nancy Pelosi, they all coming. They all coming. Oh, of course, the Obamas. Oh, that's home sweet home for the Obamas. They come from Chicago, right? Right? They come from Chicago. That's their hometown, right? That's their hometown. I forgot about that. Michelle, oh, she grew up out there, right? Good Lord. Any event, let me get back on track with Brandon Johnson. That was kind of a little rant, right? Yeah, I had to just rant that a little. Any event, Brandon Johnson. So this is what he's doing. So we're gonna take a look at some news clippings that's gonna explain to us. They're gonna explain to us exactly what is happening in Chicago and why would Brandon Johnson want to stop such a program. Guess what? When you don't have enough policemen on the streets. We all know about the smash and grabs and people robbing people blind out there in Chicago. So much crime, gunshots every weekend. I mean, it's crazy. Why would you want to stop this program? Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, let's get it from the newsmen, shall we? Hello, friends, and welcome to the Conservative Poet. I am Amania, and I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. We got a whole lot of people that hit that subscribe button, and I want to say thank you for doing that because I will surely work hard to entertain you, to bring you information, and just to be the fighter out here in the streets for you. So, thank you for subscribing. God bless you and God keep you. Hello, fellow patriots. Thank you so much for your support. And again, you can do so by purchasing products from the Orlando Patriots, mugs, t-shirts, all of your patriotic gear. We are in an election year, so we need to show the world that we support our candidates, especially President Trump. So get some gear at theorlandopatriot.com and you'll get 30% off. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. I'll see you there.
Is canceling a highly controversial ShotSpotter contract. The gun detection technology is meant to save lives, reduce officer response times, and help police collect evidence. But critics say the program hasn't worked that way. CBS 2 is always investigating. Our Charlie DeMar is live from police headquarters with fallout from this decision. Charlie.
And Erica, tonight we heard from a number of city leaders and residents who say they are stunned that Mayor Brandon Johnson is bringing an end to the ShotSpotter contract. It's technology that his newly appointed superintendent of police has publicly supported. Just days before the roughly $50 million ShotSpotter contract was set to expire, Mayor Brandon Johnson announced that the deal is over, making good on one of his campaign promises.
I know we make campaign promises, right? But we better sometimes go what's right. And keeping ShotSpotter is the right thing to do.
The city will stop using ShotSpotter on September 22nd, after the Democratic National Convention.
When you put politics in front of public safety, we have to draw the line.
That was put there to protect us, and now you want to take it down?
ShotSpotter came under fire when the MacArthur Justice Center and Office of the Inspector General published separate reports that revealed the vast majority of ShotSpotter deployments turn up no evidence, reportable incidents, or crimes.
We've been fighting for this for the past 3 years.
Organizers with the Stop ShotSpotter Coalition point to high-profile incidents that started with a ShotSpotter alert and ended in tragedy.
ShotSpotter alert.
Like the deaths of 2 Chicago police officers who were fatally hit by a train in 2018 responding to reports of gunshots. And it was a ShotSpotter detection that brought officers to Little Village and led to the chase and shooting death of 13-year-old Adam Toledo in 2021.
All of this investment in policing and surveillance tech is not leading to the prevention or reduction of gun crime overall.
The mayor says the city will now explore programs and tools that increase safety and trust with the police department. CPD did not comment, nor did Sound Thinking, the company behind ShotSpotter. We are live from CPD headquarters.
Seen that, heard that, good. So the leadership of Chicago is saying, no, we need this ShotSpotter to stay in place, Brandon Johnson. We need this to continue to be because this is going to help the people. This is going to help with the crime. And you saw the residents saying the same thing. We want this. This is good for us. This is going to benefit us. And you also saw the woke progressive young people who are saying that this is causing more trouble than it's worth. For example, I couldn't even believe that this example, both of the examples that they put in, the boy that was shot, this child was shot in the middle of the night. he was out in the street. Where's your parents? Where's your mama? Where's your daddy? That you're, what, 11 years old, out there in the streets in the middle of the night? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Where your parents at? So, but they can't blame the parents for your child being out there in the middle of a gun war. Every night there's a shooting out there. Okay? It just so happened the police shot your child because, again, he was out here doing mischief and all that. But any event, I'm going to digress from that. And so the other example the woke progressives gave was that, well, the police came out because of shots fired and they collided with a train, or a train ran them over. I don't know much about this story, but that's a really weak argument, really, to say that it's because they went on the job, because of they heard shots and they went and they got hit by a train. So therefore the shot spotter needs to go away. It's stupid and it's dumb. It's just, again, these young progressives, they have no brain cells to really work because their brain cells is captivated by wokeness. Okay, so they have no logic in their system and their setup and their thoughts. And so Brandon Johnson, did you see him in there? He was dancing during, I guess this was during the campaign night. Yeah, he done. This is what we're doing. It's a win for Brandon Johnson, but it's a fail for the people, obviously. But it's gonna be a win for them because when the Democrats come, there's gonna be a win because they're gonna have the shots fired right there to make sure they protect those here Democrats. But you, the people who live there every day, that has to go through this gunshot business every weekend. There's a shooting in Chicago every single day. It's no joke. And then you don't have police because guess what? Nobody wants to work. You can't get no policeman to work. You recruit them. You can't get them on the job. So you're short police. You're short so many police. This thing is a way to help. But no, Brandon Johnson say, no, we're going to get rid of it. Yeah, we're going to get rid of it. To hell with you. We'll get rid of it in September after the Democrats leave. Wait, but there's more. It seems that Brandon Johnson done stepped in it a little. He went ahead of himself. He was holding some aces, right? But decided to spill the beans before he locked in the deal with the here shot spotter people. And so they got wind of this and they says, you know what, Brandon Johnson? Yeah, we're not gonna hold off until September. We may just end this thing right now. We're gonna separate our relationship right now. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna wait until September. We're gonna end it now. And so there's more news on that. So Brandon Johnson, not a very good poker player, I would have to say, because you came out here and you told the people, yeah, you're gonna do this, but now you ain't got no more aces because they may not continue to protect you and they may not protect the Democrats when they come in September. Let's go. Well, friends, this is what you voted for. Chicagoans, this is what you voted for. Brandon Johnson told you he was going to get rid of that, and he's done it. He's done it. He's done it. I just can't understand how a leader could be this way. I mean, does he want bad things for Chicago? Does he want bad things for your people? Do you want bad things, Brandon Johnson? I don't understand. Like, even if this thing didn't work, I mean, the policeman will show up. If one policeman showed up, then for me it worked. It worked. And it's worth it. The $10 million, it's worth it. But you got other plans, don't you? You got other plans for that money. I'm sure he does. But you're a disgrace, Brandon Johnson, a progressive, useless disgrace. And just like those people got rid of Lori Lightfoot, hopefully they'll be doing the same thing to you. But it can't come soon enough because he's still got a couple of years to go. By the time he's done with Chicago, man, it's already looking like a third world country. It's really going to be a third world country. He's got plans for that money, though. I'm sure he's got plans for it. Seen that, heard that, good. Well, Chicagoans, Brandon Johnson said he could find better uses to put $10 million to work for. And he has. It's called the illegals. That $10 million has gone to take care of illegals. Now, here you are, the black man, being shot up every day by criminals. Your area is completely covered in illegals. And now Brendan Johnson has cut off the shot spotter, something that you know is a lifeline for you and your community, because if that thing goes off, the policeman will hear it and somebody's going to come to your help. Somebody's going to come to your aid. And so now that money is being resent around pretty much. So he's definitely found a place to put that money. That $10 million, I'm pretty sure is going to go towards his cause, which is the migrants, his cause, which is the illegals, his cause, which is not you, his constituents, not you, the taxpayer, not you, the voter, not you, the community, but the migrants. I'm going to leave it there, friends. So thanks again for watching, sharing, subscribing. And, we love to talk about Chicago only because Mayor Brandon Johnson says, don't you talk about Chicago. So I make it my business. Whenever there's news on Chicago, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Any event, I will see you in another video. God bless you. God keep you. And shot spotter.